K2AM.
K2AM, this is KC9VKV.
Yes, good afternoon, Jim. I have a relatively new radio here, and I was just wondering how it sounds. My name is Rex, Romeo Echo X-Ray, and I'm located in Durham, Pennsylvania, Jim.
Roger, Rick, sounds good. What's your power? Are you running, how much?
I'm running, let's see. Yeah, I'm running close to 1,500 watts, and my name is Rex, Romeo Echo X-Ray, over.
Rex, Roger?
Roger.
All right, Rex, I will get my, I've never heard that name, RAX, Roger?
Yes, that's correct. It's unusual for the Northeast, but it's fairly common out west and in the Southwest.
Roger, well, your signal is just beautiful. Your audio is beautiful. What kind of radio are you running?
Yeah, this is a new setup for me here. I've only had this a couple of months and haven't used it much on phone. This is an Elecraft K3S, and it has transmit and receive equalization. And I've been listening to myself, but of course that's a hard thing to do and get it right. But it sounded pretty good on the monitor. And I have the Elecraft KPA 1500 amplifier, which is putting out about 1,500 watts right now, and it's going into 160 meter Windham. It's up about 60 feet in the center, Jim, over.
Roger that. Just out of curiosity, how close do you usually work your microphone?
I usually talk, I'm looking down at the microphone now, maybe 3-4 inches. I'm trying to talk above it so it doesn't pop.
Well, you get yourself a windscreen, and that way you can work, you can work directly. Frequency response-wise, when you work off axis to the microphone, it does affect the reproduction capabilities of the microphone. So, you could get a windscreen for $3 or $4. And put it on, and then you can work directly into the microphone, and you'll have much better intelligibility. Your articulation resolve will be much higher. Roger?
Yeah. Okay, Jim. Thanks for the advice. I have to look around and see if I can get a windscreen for this. This is the Kenwood MC90 microphone, which I also just bought pretty much at the same time that we acquired the Elecraft radios. So I'm glad it sounds pretty good. All the meters seem to be in the right place, and as I said, I've listened to it on the monitor a few times, and seems reasonable to me. Over.
Roger, sounds good. It really sounds good, and that windscreen, you can get that at any music store. What's the actual physical size of the microphone that you're using?
It looks to be about 1.5 inches in diameter. It's not small.
Roger. Well, like a SM58 or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing. I think this is a newer model of the SM60 and some of the earlier Kenwoods.
Roger. Well, any music store will have it, and that way that takes out all of the plosives, and you can work right into that mic, and your voice would just sound like $1 million. I mean, you can just I spent 50 years in broadcasting, and I've developed a habit of working tight mic, but you can't do it without you're running a foam windscreen. So I do that, and so I can work right up in the mic. And what happens usually when you work a tight mic like that is you have a thing called bass buildup, because of the proximity. It's called proximity effect, but what it really is bass buildup because of working the mic closer. So you just roll that out EQ-wise, about 4 dB at 150 cycles, so you can be, work tight mic. And what that does is, a lot of times our shacks are not ideal locations acoustically, and we have to put up with children and wives and ducks and geese and all kinds of strange things, and the tight mic situation gives you a much better signal-to-noise ratio of your voice to the background noise. So that's the other advantage to that. But the main advantage I've found is that the consistency, you have a very consistent modulation level. It doesn't vary much. Now, if I were to pull off mic like that, and then come back on mic like that, and then pull off again like that, you can see the inconsistency there. But if you're right there, close mic, there is, you are, Roger.
Alpha Victor Tango.
Roger, Jim. Well, thanks for the advice. I'll look around and see if I can find a windscreen. I used to run Ten-Tech gear, and their microphone was tiny, and had a really big windscreen on it, and that's the way it came from the factory. Well, we'll let you go, Jim. I'm sure there's a bunch of other people that would like to talk to you and get signal reports, and I appreciate all your comments. And I just happened to stumble across your net here. You're doing a good public service for the amateur community, Jim. Thank you. KC9VKV, this is K2AM.
Roger, K2AM, thanks for dropping by, and feel free to join us next Friday afternoon at 3:30 on this frequency. 3 is for now, and this is KC9VKV.